5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
All right, everybody, welcome back into the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 6 playoffs. We are here with Elite Wolves versus Archon in our second set of quarterfinals. Here we go. Of course, we are into the draft. It's underway. First game of this 3-game series about to get started as we will get Team Archon with the Lone Druid. Elite Wolves will pick up the Beastmaster, the Enchantress. My name is Matt. Welcome back, of course, on moonducktv. With me today is LPQ Stats. And for the first time in a long time, we have nobody other than Rebor's Dota. Ryu, how are you, man?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Can you hear me? I might be a little low or too loud.
You are good to go. I'm going to change you. Your volume is about to go up considerably, but
I need to change you too. You're definitely quiet for me for some reason. I have no idea.
I mean, that's fine. You don't need to hear me. You don't have to hear me.
Actually, I need to hear you. It's like right now, it's like a whisper in my ear. And it's not even your fault. It's something weird with my settings or some shit. I don't even know.
I mean, I can yell.
This headset is, yeah.
I'm just going to yell in your ear the entire time, or you're going to have to deal with it, buddy. Anyways,
wow.
It's been a while, dude. How are you?
It's been a while, man. I miss casting with you.
Yeah.
I miss being with you.
Dude, I have no idea where you are right now in the world. Like, where are you?
I'm in Europe right now.
Radiant team
Europe.
back.
Where in Europe exactly?
I'm in, sorry, I'm messing this up. I'm in Europe right now. In Belgium, I mean.
Belgium. Wow. Okay, so you're pretty far away. It's late over there. You're still casting Canada Cup. What a baller.
10 seconds
Pretty great.
Hells yeah.
Team Archon's
All right,
turn
man.
to battle.
Well,
Sorry, I really need to fix you
Yeah,
because
that's
it's so low. Damn it.
I can't really turn myself up, so that's unfortunate. However, I'll just keep talking while, of course, you get your settings fixed, and we'll figure something out. We have Archon picking up the Lone Druid and the Invoker as well. Archon, of course, the high favorites. They got into the Dota 2 Canada Cup playoffs after they won the tiebreaker
10 seconds
based on time rating, which was kind of interesting.
5 seconds
So that was pretty cool. And then Elite Wolves, of course, they made it to the playoffs, I think also off of a tiebreaker. I might be wrong about that. Very strong team. They did okay in the qualifiers. Archon, of course, making it through qualifying in the NA region. Ryu, can you hear me now, bud? Are you good to go?
Yes, I'm good to go.
All right, excellent. So
rock and roll.
You haven't seen that much American Dota, I would imagine, because you've been in Europe for a while.
Yep.
Did you see the Archon run to the majors? Was that something you were able to witness?
No, I was casting all the European ones with the MOT packs. So, and I was just watching those. I was kind of watching Liquid's run, I guess, and casting it too. Didn't get to see too much NA Dota. I got to see a few games here and there, but I didn't really get to see the playoffs or anything, which I'm pretty sure was pretty hype.
It was. There were a couple of amazing games that I really enjoyed casting. There was a 2-hour long one that included this team, Archon, with Jo picking up Medusa. That was pretty interesting. Also, quick note that you are muted in Dota TV, I believe. I might be wrong about that.
Oh, sorry, yeah, that's right.
But obviously it's the draft, who cares? This is a long draft. Archon, of course, have played super well. They beat DC, getting to the majors, of course, which was a very, very good series, 2-1. Moo played amazingly on the offlane Timber in a couple of games that he played, among other heroes. Jay, of course, has been a great safe fighter. Monkey's Fever has been maybe a little bit inconsistent, but he actually had a couple of amazing games that he almost won for his team on a Bat Rider beginning a 6-minute Blink Dagger or the like. So, obviously, Team Archon are the favorite here. They'll pick up the Invoker and the Lone Druid, but Elite Wolves, they go for the damage. They pick up the Inner Beast with the Beastmaster. They have the Vengeance Sword with the Vengeful Spirit, not to mention Minus Armor with Wave of Terror, and then the off-lane Enchantress potentially, or maybe just safe lane. We'll see how this is going to be played up. Do you think it's going to be a safe lane Enchantress for you?
I keep seeing offlane, but at the same time, I mean, they have such a great strategy already where you can just roam constantly with Enchantress and Venge, just keep on smoke ganking, keep on applying pressure anywhere on the map. So they can just decide to go, roam around, and you could possibly seeing a tri lane anywhere around the map.
Yeah, that aggressive play could come to help them because they really maybe need to think about ganking this Lone Druid early on in the game.
Radiant
Lone Druid hit 60 becomes very difficult to deal with. He's very tanky. His bear will have Savage Roar at some point as well, and then it becomes even harder to gank him.
Yeah, Savage Roar yanking a Lone Druid. That's funny.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's never going to happen. I mean, like, what do you think about Lone Druid right now? How do you feel about how strong he is?
I think there's definitely ways to counter him. I guess the best way is Crobulus or like
10
Invoker,
seconds
where you
remaining.
can blow him up with spells and stuff. But I think
5
he's
seconds
good.
remaining.
Just seeing him back into the meta, I would say, is the best thing. It helps a lot of the players, obviously, when you think about it from the
Reserve
Bulldog.
time.
Fear plays an exceptional one. Sadly, he's not a
10
core
seconds
anymore,
remaining.
so it's RTZ handling it. But if you've ever get the
5
chance to
seconds
just
remaining.
watch Dota whenever you want and go to some flashbacks or
Team
throwbacks.
Archons
I think
turn
Fear
to
used to play it a lot, so and he played it exceptionally well.
Yeah.
So it was fun watching him on the hero.
Rest in peace, Fear in the one position.
Rest in peace,
That's
core
just like,
Fear.
I mean, I love RTZ and I love Sumail. I love watching them play, but like sometimes you miss out on like, because Fear is a legend of the game. He could play just about any position, any hero, and he does it super well. You mentioned, of course,
10
his Lone
seconds
Druid, and I
remaining.
think there's a couple of good American Lone Druids as well. I think a lot of people underestimate
5
TC's
seconds
Lone Druid.
remaining.
Going back to another player that plays the 4 position that actually had a good Lone Druid was, of course, AUI 2000 way back in the day.
Reserve
So
time.
we're going to see him not playing that hero anymore unless they somehow invent a 4 position Lone Druid, which I wish that was a thing. But as you mentioned, there is a Death
Radiant
Prophet
team
picked up or is good against Lone Druid. It's going to be grabbed by Elite Wolves. And so far, I really like their draft. I think they have a lot of very strong heroes. And Smash plays this offlane Beastmaster extraordinarily well. Who do you think has got the better draft right now, Ryu?
10
If
seconds
they
remaining.
can, they have Death Prophet,
5
so
seconds
I
remaining.
always kind of lean towards that hero a bit more sometimes, depending on how
Team
they deal with it.
Archons turn to
Right
battle.
now, I guess you could say they have the Savage Roar to kind of disengage. Invoker, he can go a Yules, or he'll probably go Yules and just try to blow up the DP in one go, which I think that'll help out. But at the same time, you still have the
10
Venge
seconds remaining.
with the swap, Beastmaster War, and they can put out so
5
much aggression
seconds
early
remaining.
game that I'm scared that they're gonna get ahead of Team Archon. Like they're
Reserve
pushed. They
time.
have Forge Spirits as well as the Lone Druid, but I don't think it's gonna be enough when you compare it to Elite Wolves' aggression that they can apply. So where do you think this Earthshaker is gonna go? Is this defensive purposes or?
I mean, it's probably just a stop
Support?
push. I think
Yeah, of course.
if you get an
5
early blink tag,
seconds
or even if you
remaining.
don't, you can just go in, you can Echo Slam, maybe catch them off
Radiant
guard. I feel like
team
that's
pick.
going to be huge. I mean, obviously it's for creep clear, more importantly, because they don't really have much of that. You have a CM and an Earthshaker, you have Crystal Nova, you have a Fisher coming out, maybe like Tornado AP, something like that can clear out creep waves. But you have the Beastmaster with a Boar, you have Enchantress with the Enchant creeps. Death Prophet obviously doesn't have any units that she can control, but she still has good push nonetheless. And so you block with a Fisher, or you jump in, maybe you get an Echo Slam. Could be pretty good. They need some sort of lockdown as well, as now there is a Weaver being picked up by Elite Wolves. So the more lockdown, the better. They have 2 pretty good disables in Fisher and Frostbite. They could get an Entangle, which would be pretty huge, but I like this because they're going to pick up a Desolator for the Weaver. You have armor reduction from Wave of Terror. Weaver will get a Desolator, I imagine, at some point. And then, of course, you have the Exorcism, you have the Beastmaster units. This is a very strong pushing strategy, and it's a really easy way to deal with the bear because of the minus armor,
10 seconds
which I think is
remaining.
very important.
Yeah, and you can easily get some
5
kills on the Lone
seconds
Druid too if
remaining.
he's input in the off lane position. All you need is 1 stun and the Weaver coming in. He's get the bugs on them and it can help out a lot. I really do think Elite Wolves kind of have this, even with the Earth Spirit. Last pick here, it's a nice, you can throw out the stun when they're getting chased and all, but still Weaver can catch you, swap into Roar. So you have to be very careful in positioning. Obviously, Earth Spirit doesn't have that pullback because you need the Ags. And I do like the CM. I wanted to touch on it a bit because I think the CM is going to help a lot with the Enchantress early game. You can just, obviously, just Frostbite a creep and, well, bam, should be dead for the most part. But other than that, it looks like the CM might be food later in the game, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets roared, the CM is going to get destroyed. Like, roar, 2 impetus hits, or even a Weaver
I feel like
coming with
two
Scoochie.
imps,
Dude, she's
two
gonna
imps,
die.
and even Venge. I feel like auto attacks are just like killer.
5 seconds
That's
remaining.
so frightening. I know Fluff loves to play Crystal Maiden, but this might not be the game for it. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to jump into the game,
Oh, it's
man.
really good early, but I want to see how much it can do later in the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, God. The freezing field, I feel like if they get a good one off, they could turn a team fight around. I mean, we've seen Fluff on multiple teams play CM, and he'll just, like, get, like, a full duration freezing field off or something like that, and then, boom, the fight is won for him. Like, that's something that we've seen him do before, but I'm going to agree with you here. I actually think Elite Wolves are in a very good position with this draft. Do I think they'll win? It's close, because you look at the stats, I think people are giving 70% advantage to Archon and 30% to Elite Wolves. This game should probably be closer than that. Like, Elite Wolves are no slouch. Sure, they lost in the major qualifiers, but this is a good team. They've always been a good team. So we'll see how things go.
I would say, for me personally, I would say the picks are like 65-70 for Elite Wolves right here, but obviously Dota comes down to play foremost and how much they can stop the aggression. We know that Elite Wolves are going to be as aggressive. Can Archon stop them? And that's kind of like the basic summary of how this game's going to go, unless we see a crazy level 1 Roche with a Lone Druid, but that's not going to happen. But I wonder if they're ever going to... When's the last time there was a level 1
Dude,
Roche?
I don't know.
There was...
I want one so bad. Level 1 Roaches are awesome. That's like the best thing ever.
I can't remember if there was one during the qualifiers. I remember one got snuffed out at WCA because I think the crowd or something, and I don't remember seeing any at the qualifiers for the major. Though.
30 seconds.
I feel like if there was a level 1 Roche that was successful, we would definitely hear about it. Like, that's one of the most, like... It pretty much wins you a game if you're a good team, right? Like, you get a level 1 Roche, you have a full level advantage over everyone else on the opposing team. You get some decent farm. You have an Aegis to work with, so if you're a mid laner, you could dive more effectively, or you could get a kill with it. I do miss level 1 Roches. I'm waiting for the team. It's probably going to be at the major, right? It has to be. Somebody's going to do it at the major. Who knows?
Somebody's going to try it.
The battle begins.
It's going to be funny when it's in front of a crowd and there's like, ah!
That's the thing, like, crowds in Dota 2 are a big issue when you're like level 1 Roshing, and it used to be even worse because you could hear Roche, right? Like, there used to be no console command for
Yeah. It was in the Dota 2 for the longest time too. I think they patched it like 6 months ago or something. So. It was,
that's true. So it's kind of frightening to try to take a level 1 Roche at the big stage. However, there's a rolling boulder. Whitebeard missed. He dropped down the Stone Remnant so he could get some extra speed going through. He missed no Orb of Venom also, which is very, very good for Earth Spirits, and he's just going toe-to-toe with Van. Van does not have Spirit Siphon, but Whitebeard has taken the worst of this trade. He will back up, he will pop a Tango. Like I said, Orb of Venom, so the slow is not quite there, but Monkey's Forever, this will provide him an early start. He's at 3 last hits down, he's gone for Resort, so Sunstrikes will be pretty critical. If they can get an Entangle, maybe a Fissure, they can get a couple of kills, maybe even a Frostbite too. I like the combo they have with the Sea Invoker, but we'll have to see how he continues to land up here.
Yeah, potentially if they got that Boulder in, they could have got a Sunstrike in and put a lot of damage on the DP, kind of crippling her. But she had his healing self nonetheless. And the top lane, they already got the Swarm. Wow, that long go around from the Venge.
Yeah.
And the humpa-dumpa-dump.
Centaur Conqueror does get off his beautiful stun. The War Stomp comes through. The Match Missile came out as well. He will pick up the first blood. And so, as you talked about in the draft, this potential 3-man aggression from these particular heroes has come out, and it's actually gotten them a pretty big kill already. That's just an easy pickup on the offlane Earthshaker for Moon. This is one of those heroes that he plays extraordinarily well, but this is not going to be the easiest game for him. So the jungling Masoku Enchantress, which we are very used to seeing, at least if you've been watching.
Mid missed again, but they're going on him. They got the Sunstrike available, but it should be fine.
Yeah, the Spirit Siphon was going to go ahead and keep him tanky. He's also regenning, I think, a little bit. He does have a fair fire from
mid
top lane. They're going to catch that move. There's the Fissure. They don't have any TPs. He's stuck in. He'll try to eat his way through, but here comes the Centaur Conqueror. Match Missile, they stomp at the same time. That is a dead hero. Can they get anything out of this? They have Fluff rotating in. He doesn't have the mana
mid
for the
lane, they got the
Frostbite.
cold snap, but the Siphon on Monkeys. Here it goes, the trade-off, but they still have the kick.
Sunstrike? Oh, it hits! Beautifully done from Monkey's Forever top lane, though. Fluff has rotated up. I thought he was going to die, but he actually has an Invis rune. He has a Frostbite, but, I mean, that's not going to help. They could theoretically TP in.
He did.
Yeah, he already TP'd in. Yeah, he died after he TP'd in again. That's awful. That's just really not great. Okay.
That's just where you AFK and minimize the game.
Uh-oh.
For the long walk back.
There's the Enchant. He's got Nature's Intent. It's so hard to kill. Even with level 1 Nature's Intent, it's not like it's really good. Rolling Boulder will come through. They get the slow off. Kickback comes in. Do they have the Fissure? That will not provide them the kill. The Invoker will get it with Cold Snap. That's pretty funny. But finally, they get something on the board with Moo getting up to level 2 now and getting some assist gold going his way.
Yeah, that's still good. Kind of getting the Enchantress out of your jungle. Now you have to be very cautious, though, if you're the side of Archon, where he roams. If he gets a... Let's see if he has a troll creep or anything in his jungle. Let's see.
He does.
Yeah, he actually has a troll. Holy shit. And then he actually has a boulder throw, too. So this is actually a really good combination if they can go on Jo. Obviously, you have to be worried about the Savage Roar, but Jo needs to be a little bit careful. Obviously, we talked about it a little bit earlier. With the level 6, he's very tanky, as you said, and it's going to be really hard. So putting a pressure on him right now is something that they should be looking to do.
Yeah, and right now they're trying their best here. I mean, with the Beastmaster solo bottom,
Oh,
now top lane, they're going to get the Magic Missile coming through. There's the Swarm. Moo taking a lot of damage. The armor reduction, the damage coming out from the Weaver. Will he dive this? He's got Shikuchi in one. The last right click will come through, and the Venge just casually walks away after getting it. Now mid, they're going to come through. Van in trouble. The right click, Monkeys has to dodge the damage coming in. Sunstrike, Van will sidestep it easily. Good sounds. Whitebeard can't get the kill. The Fairy Fire, he does it twice, and now Monkey's in trouble. No Cold Snap, no Invoke up, ready to go, no Sunstrike. He'll salve up. Good effort. Now bottom lane, they're going to roam in. They're looking for the gate. Here comes that Savage Roar. He gets it off beautifully. The Boulder Toss is going to fly over. The Summoner's trying to get in vision and range if it's there. They get the enchant off, but Jao's too fast. Rolling Boulder in.
Mid lane, he used ulti already on DP.
Exorcism's gonna go. They enchant him. They bring him down back to bottom. There's a silence up smash, still in trouble. Can they kill him? They have the entangling claws. Can they get there in time? Sunstrike, yes! Beautifully done from Monkeys Forever. God, what a bloodbath read. Jesus, and they're not done yet. Rolling Boulder back in him. Masoku's gonna fall. 3 dead for Elite Wolves. Holy crap.
Well, that went from Elite Wolves being 4 to 2 kills up to all of a sudden now they're down 3. Or down 1 kill, but they just got 3 onto them. So, I mean, really well played coming from Archon. You know, just rotating in. It's like, oh, Earthshaker, hey, you keep dying. Well, what are you gonna do? But I mean, it's still at the same time they get so much space on the mid lane. Oh, mid lane.
Oh, is he gonna outplay this? He's gonna try to stop his trip storm, but he's gonna walk into it. Sunstrike, he doesn't have the mana for it. The tower hit. The rolling boulder in. Boulder smash, get the kill. Yes. Whitebeard, beautifully done.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Freaking Earth Spirit pickers.
Yeah,
this is like flashbacks to pubs, man.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I
at
wanna
least
ask
there's
you
one
something
good thing
quick.
coming in from Elite Wolves. They're pressuring the tower. They should almost have it top
Yeah,
lane.
this
and
tier 1's gonna go down. I can hear myself in your
Dire's top
speakers
tower
or
is
headphones
under
or
attack.
something. So, is there anything you could
Dire's
do?
top tower has fallen.
let
possibly
me
stop
check.
that? Just
Radiant's
actually, you know what?
middle
You know what's a good
tower is
idea?
under
Do push to
attack.
talk. That's probably good. Right?
I'm doing push to talk.
Oh, you are? No, are you sure? It sounds
Yeah.
like voice activation.
No, I'm using push to talk.
Oh. I'll just turn myself. I'm a little too. I can hear myself. If it's a little too loud. Maybe I'll just turn myself down. I don't know.
No, there's something really wrong with my headset, and I don't know what it is. I'm gonna try to fix it later. But
All right.
no, they're doing the dive down bottom.
Bottom lane smash is gonna get caught. They have the entangling claws. They can't get it though. There's no proc coming through. Jay will pop the true form up. They have Savage Roar steal, and
Dire's
Sia will
middle
rotate
tower is
down.
under attack.
Nobody there to help out, and he's gonna just recall the bear right as he gets right clicked, which is pretty cool. Whitebeard's down here as well. He's got his Arcane's level 4. He's actually doing really well for himself in terms of net worth. He's right behind the Death Prophet, still rotating mid. They have a good ward here, however, so they will spot him out. The TP coming in. He's gonna maybe go for the rolling boulder, something along those lines. He decides against it. He's just gonna walk right back through mid lane, and the kick is unsuccessful. So I really like this Earth Spirit though, and in the American qualifiers, by the way, Earth Spirit was 0-3. He was only picked 3 times and he lost every single time. But I feel like that is not indicative of how good this hero is, Ryu.
Yeah, I wonder
Dire's
how many
bottom
times it
tower
was
is
picked.
under
I mean, not
attack.
picked, banned too. Like, I want to see if it was according to like the team, because we all know at the side of Liquid, Jerax
Yeah.
is a freaking monster,
Yeah,
and
he
you
is.
have to ban it against him. In top lane, they got the silence, the
Sunstrike?
Sunstrike.
Nice.
Easy.
That was a really good combo. Whitebeard gets the push in with the boulder toss and the geomagnetic rip back. They silence him up. They keep him there with the enchant totem and Sunstrike. That's an easy kill on one of the most highest net worth heroes in the game. Second to only the Invoker right now. Third is Jo, and he's actually pretty far behind that Weaver. But the Weaver, of course, getting a couple of kills in the process.
Where's his items?
The Weaver or Jo?
Oh yeah, it's the Perseverance. I was like, what the? Yeah, the highest net worth, my butt. If you look at his items.
Yeah. It's not indicative of actually how much he's farmed. Like what? An Aquila, a wand, and actually a stick and 2 branches. Not that great, but then the Perseverance comes out. Meanwhile, mid lane, Van in trouble. I think the Sunstrike Crystal Nova came through. Can he bottle up? He cannot. Whitebeard was going to go secure the kill with the Rolling Boulder. He didn't need to. And so Fluff's done a pretty good job. He's level 5 now. He's going to have his Tranquils momentary. He actually has a Sage's Max too.
Jail did.
Oh yeah, he's probably dead bottom lane. I think they got the roar up. They did, so. I mean, that's the biggest problem right now. They're really killing the Step Prophet mid like a ton. But bottom lane, they are not getting any farm for this lone druid. Like, what does he have exactly? I'm sure he's got like an Orb of Venom and Stout Shield on his bear, maybe boots.
Yeah, he's just as poor as the DP.
Whitebeard, Aceman's gonna be there for Iwo. He just runs right in front, but they actually push him back. That was pretty cool, but still, he's gonna die to the Shikuchi nonetheless. The last strike quick will come in. Monkeys will go ahead and invoke up a Cold Snap, but he will not be able to find a return as Iwo with the haste rune will be able to pick up that kill, so.
Right. Top lane, they got the Siphon, and Yamu, he's gonna get the TPL. Oh, whoa,
So
that was kind of slow.
Yeah, it was. Chalk it up to ping or something, I don't know. Alright, there's an Iron Town on the Lone Druid. Like, this is the build. Sometimes you get phase first on a Spirit Bear because it gets some extra damage and movement speed, but in this game he's gonna go. Oh, that thought he was gonna get in trouble. There's the sounds of Sunstrike. They do it again. They need to gank him like that almost every time, but that geomagnetic grip pull, the 2.5 second silence duration, it's so good against Weaver. So strong.
Yeah, it's kind of making me question his item build. It's not going to help out against the silence.
Yeah, the link is too much.
And I'm trying to think out what else he could go for. Maybe he could, like, the only other things I can think of is you either rush Manta style or BKB. And I don't know. I don't know how to feel about either one of those, but yeah, maybe he could have went treads, and maybe he could have potentially got drums too, because normally we see a lot of teams just get up that drum so they can have that mobility in the team fights.
Right.
So.
I mean, he's pretty squishy as it stands now. Perseverance is only going to help you reach it. He does have 8 wand charges, so maybe that will keep him alive. With his Sunstrike,
I mean, what
hitting
does
you in
it
the
even
face.
block here? It doesn't block
Cold Snap maybe?
Cold Snap and Frostbite.
Yeah, that's it,
But-
actually.
But the thing is, and it doesn't even stop Savage Roar. So a Blink Echo Slam or a Silence, as we've been seeing from this the Geometric Grip, I mean, it's too good.
Yeah, it's very strong. I'm pretty sure they picked Earth Spirit last also. That's why it's so good in this game.
Yeah.
So, big fan of it. Down bottom. Boulder Smash will fly. The Silence will go out as well on Smash. Crystal Nova just to clear up the creep wave. There is a Necro one already for Smash. This is a Necro one. It should be. It is. Storm's going to come through. Now Fluff might be in trouble. Ewo's going to go ahead and chase him down. There's going to be the Magnetize coming out. They do take down that tower in that bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid is getting pushed in by both Monkeys and the Lone Druid, who's trying to go for perhaps a Midas or Maelstrom as Jo realizes this is a bit behind here. They'll clear out some of these creeps. They pick up T-Forge Spirits, and now it's time to go to work, it looks like.
Yep. And now they're putting some pressure on the map. And they're doing a pretty good job. Fluff is
Yeah,
pretty
he's done so. Dude, that level 2 Wave of Terror did like half of his, well, maybe not half, but he did a lot of damage to him.
Oh, they're setting up on mid. They might get the tower though, but are they gonna cost TPs?
Yeah, Jo might be in trouble. Swap out. Savage Roar will go through, but he will still fall. Looks like the Spirit Siphon. Exorcism. Monkeys is slowed up. Here comes Ewo as well. The last right click of the Shikochi. They even get the mega kill spree for Ewo as well. Great stuff.
Did you see that Exorcism with all the negative armor on? Oh my god.
It's kind of
This is actually the game to max Wave of Terror.
Yeah,
Dire's
it's
middle
pretty
tower
disgusting.
is under attack.
Yeah, we need that Vengeance Sword, man. Like, okay, sure, we could give you more right click, but I mean, we're already getting enough of that with Wave of Terror. Armor reduction of 5. He hasn't even maxed the stun yet, not that he needs to. Armor reduction of 5, then you have the armor reduction from the Weaver's Swarm, of course. Any other armor reduction that I'm missing here?
Not that I can see.
Yeah, that's it. They might go for like a medallion or something, but we'll see.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Black Dragon, but that gives you 3 armor. So.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And I think Enchantress with eggs can she get the creep, the big creep? I know Chen can.
No,
I'm actually thinking.
No, she cannot. That would be cool though. You mean the Ancients, right?
Yeah.
No. That's.
I was thinking if I was like I had the idea, I put out the idea of Enchantress being able to do that. Actually, I'm gonna check that real quick because I'm not sure. I'm 100%. Obviously,
I'm
Chen is
positive
obvious.
it only affects her range.
All right, good.
Because it's like that, and because she's like almost all Enchantresses in the off lane at the very least have been Picking up Dragonlance. It would be like
Radiant's
Phase Drum,
bottom tower
Dragonlance
is under
into
attack.
Aghanims.
Well,
Makes it hit
obviously,
from
if
a
they
mile
had
away.
they had it too, I would be seeing it enchanted in all the high-level pro games.
Right, it's
too,
only chance
because-
that you see it on.
Yeah.
Maybe they should change it.
I don't think they need to really change it, but it'd be really cool. And you could actually, that's what I wanted to see, because I think I had that
Radiant's
idea
bottom
of a
tower
while
is
back,
under
because
attack.
I wanted, when all the time it was about like a TI3 era where Chin versus Enchantress would happen all the time. And I wanted that, okay, monkeys forever. Well, nice blink out. But
Good
it's,
point.
yeah, going back to that, it's like you would see Chin versus Enchantress all the time, but Chin was the only one who could get these Ags. The Ags upgrade with the Ancients, and I was like, huh, this seems kind of unfair for Enchantress. That's why she kind of
Yeah,
fell
not
off.
anymore. I mean, she's pretty good right now, dude.
Oh yeah, she's pretty damn good now.
Like, her win rate in the offlane in the American qualifiers was pretty spectacular. And it continues to be. Like,
Dire's
first of all,
top
Untouchable
tower
is still
is
amazing.
under
Her heal's
attack.
really good. Her early game presence, like, once you hit level 6, like, it's so easy to find kills if you're in the back line. It's just really not a problem at all. Jay also picked up that Midas, by the way, so he did go for that. They are kind of far behind. I mean, they could still win this game, but there's going to be a Necro 3 up here pretty soon for Smash. The Exorcism is at level 2 now for Van, who he also has his Yules up, so if they want to push and try to take down the rest of these outer towers, I think Archon, or not Archon, Elite Wolves rather, are more than capable of doing so. Ewo will, I think, have his Lincolns here and another kill or a couple of last hits. See if we can find a kill top.
I mean, I think the biggest thing that's very scary at this point is 14 minutes in, and Earthshaker already has a blink dagger, which
God,
that's
wow, really?
I don't understand how he got it, but he's there.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like, I guess he's been involved in 3 kills, but that's not that much. He's got 40 last hits, maybe a farm the jungle. He's setting up bottom. They're kind of baiting out monkeys here, but there's a couple of observer wards. They see Whitebeard and Fluff roaming nearby. And they even see him running through the jungle. Boulder Smash will fly, hits into Masoku. Can they get the Magnetize off? He's actually going to get the slow, the Magnetize will come the silence on Masoku. Impetus damage, 1, 2. He's almost dead. Crimson will miss. They get the kill, and Whitebeard's going to keep going here. That Magnetize, he's still alive somehow. Echo Slam on it, 2. Sia's in trouble. Last right click will go. They get a double kill for Whitebeard. And Sia's on a killing spree. Now the Roar's up with a Fluff. They've got the Frostbite if needed. They're gonna jump in. There's the Freezing Field. Tornado will come through. Meteor. They get off the Deafening Blast. Smash will fall. And Fluff stays alive. And they get 4 kills. They lose only the Earth Spirit. And Jo continues to farm in the top lane while that's all happening, Ryu. And they will get the Tier 1 tower down bottom as well.
Yeah, that was kind of weird considering the situation. Like, I was gonna say Earth Spirit was way too muted. How am I muted? There's no way I'm muted.
All right, hold on. If Rio is still muted for you guys, make sure you go ahead and retoggle the broadcasting channel, because that is a bug in Reborn. You have to make sure that you have to retoggle
Let's
it.
see. All right. Test.
You're doing team, right? Not party. Because there's 2 of them. The party one doesn't work.
This'll come in handy.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Let me check. It's kind of slow.
No worries. Down bottom, Cold Snap now into Sia. He's in trouble. Magic this will go, but here's the Rolling Boulder in.
Yeah.
Jump in and chant. They get the silence off with the Geomagnetic Grip, and he's more than dead. He's done so.
Yeah, I need to stop putting it on party. I'm so dumb.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's kind of
fixed.
dumb. It's kind of dumb that it doesn't work for both, but make sure, like I said, guys, if you're watching in Dota TV, go ahead and retoggle, because there is a bug in Reborn that after somebody turns on their open mic or reconnects to a game, it will not work. So, let's
I'm
go
pretty
ahead and
sure
get that.
everybody can hear me. Sorry about that, everybody.
All right.
It should be
Okay.
fixed now.
Holy crap, this guy is an Ag
An
Acceptor.
Ag.
What do you think about this item so early on, like at level 12 even?
I mean, I kind of like the idea of what he's doing. I sometimes like to see the Yules build, more so just to have the Sunstrike. Oh, I blinked up. That was just Whitebeard there. But I like to see the Sunstrike combination with the Meteor and Deafening Blast. But at the same time, he's dodged two or three ganks because of the Blink Dagger. And he's set up some really good ones too. So I think the mobility factor in this game has been a really good key factor. And then having this Axe next is, I mean, it's just really key. You just always want to lower your cooldowns and
Great
you're in both
enchant
times.
totem from Mu as Ewo was going on the chase for Ewo. He's going to have to time lapse back. No entangles were coming through. And Jo will stay alive top lane and continue to get farm. Is that 2 point? Is he still going to go Radiant Star? I think he is. Like, he's got 2.7k gold. There's no way he's saving it for anything else, right?
He's gotten so much space in the last 5 minutes that he hasn't needed to. But Evo, I don't know. They're scouting out with the Centaur. Wonder what they're gonna do if they're gonna pressure really effectively. But yeah, Smash here getting Necro 3. They can waste it. I don't think they need to use Death Prophet ulti. And they can just take Roche and then put it on maybe Weaver or something, and then get really aggressive if they want. Oh, it looks like this guy.
Your Exorcism, there's the silence up as well, and he's going to go down. It looks like the Exorcism will do the damage. Monkeys comes in, definitely blast Meteor, but now he's in trouble. He'll fall as well. The Ghost Wall coming out, and Dan will get a double kill. Dude, you're definitely not in push to talk unless you just keep pressing it. There's no way. You're on voice activation, my friend.
Nature attend us.
I've determined.
Yeah, I am. I'm on push to talk. Maybe you can hear me twice in the game.
No, there's no way that's in the game. Trust me. It's through TeamSpeak. It's absolutely through TeamSpeak.
Alright, I was saying, can you hear me in I'm using the V key, so maybe.
I don't know, dude.
Is it driving you crazy? Because you
A
can hear
little
me
bit,
twice,
yeah,
right?
kind of. I hate hearing my voice. It's like the worst thing ever.
I'm sorry. I hate myself too. I can understand. I sympathize. My voice is I like a dying baby.
So I'm not an egotistical enough person to be able to, like, man, I love my voice. I love hearing myself echo over, really bad audio.
Oh yeah, I got the sexy voice. Yeah, just me.
Maybe I'll just read 50 Shades of Grey again for everybody.
Oh jeez, suicide better.
You can hear it. You can hear it twice.
Let me think. What could be the problem?
Well, you figure that out. I'm going to keep on talking about the Dota 2 game, which Archon now has a 3,000 net worth lead.
How does that sound, Mott? Holy shit, I think I left-eared myself.
Your mic sounds way better. You're kind of loud, so... I mean...
Sounds better?
Your mic sounds better. I can hear myself still, like, every couple of seconds. Like, it keeps, like... It's good now, I can't hear myself, but if I yell, I'm pretty sure I can't hear myself. Alright, let me test.
Alright, let's test. Hello?
No, okay,
Test,
that was good. Just make sure you turn off your open mic is, like... I don't know, dude. I'm so done with this. I just want to talk about Dota.
Wait, I have to... Oh my god. So, are you saying at the same time? We'll save it afterwards, maybe.
Anyways, back to the Dota 2 game. Elite Wolves are down 12-14 in kills. They're down 2,000 in net worth. Experience-wise, they're down 2,500. Sunstrike's going to fly into the Rose Pit just to check if anybody's in there. Of course, there is no one. Mid lane, Smash is going to go ahead and pop his net worth 3. He's up to 1,600. His Blink will probably be next. They have good armor reduction, so if they do want to take Roche, they can. They will have to deal with, of course, a rotating Archon team if they know that it's happening. They have good vision. They have Sunstrike. They have a tier 2 tower to TP into as well if they need to. The Axe is almost done for Whitebeard. He's got 3 components now. And that is a huge upgrade. Like, the pull ability, the Stone Remnant, of course, turning somebody into that full stone form and then just kicking and pulling him back. The combo of that can make them travel like a screen and a half worth of distance.
Yeah, it's just going to be amazing to have just saving people. I mean, they have the Venge on the other side save people, but now they'll have it on their side. So we'll have to see how it works out. Weaver doesn't have any boots. I think that's my biggest problem. They're going to try to make a play on here, but yeah, that was good them backing out. This Hawk, nice scouting out coming in from Smash, else they could have immediately died there. So another thing to note is, there's something big too. Those last 2 kills, it kind of gave Elite Wolves a lot of space back into the map to where they can pressure. But actually, Evil is going for the BKB. So yeah, he realizes that these silences are going to be very, very annoying, and he can't actually deal with them. So it also helps you a lot against the Invoker too.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Monkey's Forever's damage is all magical at this point. Maybe his right click will do some work, but he's going to lose this tier 2 tower top lane. And maybe he can get the Sinai off. The Alacrity is about to go. The last right click, the Gemini attack will be the one that picks up the kill for Ewo. And so they will lose their tier 2 tower top lane. They still have their mid tier 2 and their bottom tier 2. Does Stone form the Stone ability for Earth Spirit? Does that go through BKB? I'm not sure. Uh-oh, Sia's gonna get caught fluffing stuff. He's got the Frostbite, keeps getting canceled. There's the Glimmer Cape, and Sia is in trouble. The Tornado will fly through. They're setting up a fight here. Sia's gonna get silenced up. He's in trouble. Cold Snap flying in. Ewo's gonna jump in as well. Now the Exorcism Magic Missile will go. The silence is out as well. And Whitebeard is in trouble. He will fall, it looks like, but will he be the only one? He'll go down for 45. Buff will try to TP away. He will not make it out. Look at that. Getting used up just at the last second. It's a double kill or a killing spree rather for Van. Nicely done.
Yeah, really well played. coming in from the side of Elite Wolves, getting the 2 kills there. They only lost the Venge, so good trade for them. Bad thing, though, however, is the Death Prophet ulti is down. So maybe Archon can make a move now. At the same time, yeah, Smasher looks like he's going to be making the move. Moo is completely dead here, out of mana, out of
Solo
life.
kill.
Goodbye.
That's pretty impressive. That's not super uncommon for a Beastmaster, but to bring him down that easily. Well played coming up from Smash. They have now gotten 3 quick kills going their way, and Smash looking for maybe a 4th as J.O. is just walking on by. The hardest, I think, person to kill in this game, maybe besides Monkeys, is now he's got his Radiance up. He's got the Savage Roar at level 4. What does that actually do? 2.4 duration. A 2.4 second freaking fear is actually kind of insane when you think about it, but...
Oh yeah, that's giving me flashbacks now. It sounds like did you play World of Warcraft?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so it's like the priest. When the priest uses her, like, I don't know, I forgot what it was called.
I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
it has the AoE. It has basically an AoE fear, and that shit's annoying to play against. But here in this game, yeah, same ability, same effect, very useful.
Well, now Archon will smoke up with Savage Roar in tow. They have Jail looking to maybe jump into this Roche pit, and he will do so. They have no vision on the Radiant side to see it. Alacrity will come out. How fast can they take this? They're doing a pretty good job of it already. Meanwhile, they'll find Misoku, it looks like. They spot up the creep. They'll see him here momentarily, and Misoku is... I think he's dead. There's going to be the silence up as well. The Fisher comes out. Look at that freaking Untouchable. Make them sweat for that kill, but they do get it nonetheless. And all the meanwhile, Archon are taking Roche with J.O., I believe, picking up this Aegis. And almost getting it was the Standard Tormentor, but no such luck there. And so they will get Roche, they will get a kill, they'll get the Aegis. Pretty big turn of events for Archon here.
Yeah, it's just Elite Wolves. It was kind of like the best play for Archon, and Elite Wolves couldn't contest because Krob didn't have... 1, Krobulus didn't have her ulti. 2, Beastmaster didn't have Roar and Necrobook. So that was the easiest Roche of Archon. I think Elite Wolves should have taken Roche themselves a little bit earlier, and that would have been a lot better. And I think they could have, just because I think they're... it's kind of hard to say if they're stronger in the Roche
with
pit.
Their abilities, I think they are.
It kind of, yeah, it depends. If they get a kill or 2, and then they just, pop Exorcism and the Beastmaster Necro 3 and all the minus armor, Swarm actually works on Roche too.
Yeah.
So I think they could do it fast enough, but at the meantime, you still have the Tornado, EMP, Deafening Blast with the Echo Slam potential too. So
yeah,
maybe they were worried about that.
Plus Savage Roar to push him out of the pit, which we saw Bulldog do earlier today during Star Ladder. I thought that was pretty impressive. That's a lot of fun to watch. There is going to be the Aghanim Scepter now, so the Enchant Remnant is up. It does not pierce spell immunity. It is magical damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's the Yule's up. Van's going to get chased down by the bear. They're going to TP in as well. The Frostbite Tornado will come through, and he will die on death. He'll die on, of course, him falling down and hitting the ground. So, pretty big pickup. He's dead for 56. He does have buyback, and he also has his Exorcism. They'll take down that tier 1 tower extraordinarily fast, and Ewo and the rest of Elite Wolves will meanwhile split push for this tier 2 mid.
Man, I'm trying to... I think with Alacrity, I think they push a little faster.
He's got back up. Took 2 impetus strikes and realized that he might be in trouble. They tried to rolling ball their way. There's going to be the Ice Wall coming out, and Smash might be in trouble here. Tornado will fly through. Moo does have his Echo Slam, and Fisher will come out. No Echo coming out yet. They have enough damage without it, and they'll bring him down with the Frostbite, rather the Crystal Nova getting the kill. Meanwhile, chasing him down the jungle, Sia. Raining Burn up. No Entangling Claws coming just yet. There it is, and this should be a kill. Magic Missile will fly. Swap out for literally a half meter away. Even less than that. It does more than enough. Boulder Smash comes through. Oh, God. Whitebeard just Boulder Smash and then silencing. That combo right there just looks so pristine, like, very quickly. This play has actually been super solid, and his Earth Spirit is very good as well.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of this is coming down to their Spirit is just setting up so many kills. Oh, missed Tornado by Monkeys forever, but that won't work. Counter Tornado.
It's a lot of Cyclones. There's a lot of freaking... oh, hold that thought. Echo Slam, Enchant Totem. The stun comes out. The silence as well. He's dead. He's got his buyback. They might find Misoku. There's the Frostbite coming through. The Freezing Field. See you later. Frozen to death is the Enchantress. Even with that Dragon Lance, she's just a little too far up in the fray. And Misoku will fall. And suddenly, Archon are knocking at the door of this tier 3, man.
I mean, it's just they hit the timing right. They got the Roshan. They got to pick off top lane and Krob. They got pickoffs mid. This is They have roar, but
Good
so many
force.
force
And
grip.
pull. And then he just,
And pull,
I
yeah.
think maybe kicked him back in? No, that was just a random remnant, I believe. Tornado's going to come in. Now Alcia's going to swap out Monkeys. Deafening Blast flies through. They will get the kill onto Moo. Now the Spirit Siphon, they need to get Monkeys. He's in trouble. He actually, I think, got Glimmer Cape. Not that it will matter. They're going to bring him down with the Crypt Sword. Jo getting chased down as well. Savage Roar on cooldown for 10. He's got the Aegis. They're still really looking for this. Ewo will time-lapse out. Did not get entangled, so he will stay alive. The Radiant Spur doing some work, though. Do they have the Resummon of the Bear? Absolutely. He's going to try to true form out of this, and well, he's done. So look at that damage. Wave of Terror, armor reduction. The right click and the Exorcism are more than enough to bring him down. They hold their base, and they kill 3, Ryu.
That was so funny at the end there. He true formed. He ulted because he thought it wasn't changed, I feel like. Where he thought he was going to spawn in ranged mode instead of his melee, but that was kind of patched a little while ago.
That's
so.
unfortunate.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But he was still dead nonetheless. Really good team fight coming in from Elite Wolves. I mean, they just got caught. If Earthshaker had Echo Slam at that point, I mean, they could have easily turned that around. But not having these big spells is now on the back foot of Archon. And are they going to get high ground? The thing is, still don't have the Death Prophet ulti, so.
Yeah, that's going to be the tough part. He was getting close. There is the Octarine, but he didn't have it before he popped off the Exorcism. And so Elite Wolves will not be able to push, and good thing too, because Jo did not have buyback. I don't know if they would have gotten much done on the high ground here, however. I mean, Jo actually bought out, I think, almost as full as Silk Cuirass before dying. He has the Plate Mail and the Hyperstone, so a lot of that money spent into those components. Earthshaker and Moo's going to be going for the Shadow Blade now after picking up the Force Staff. There's the Desolator now done for the Weaver. And so, armor reduction aplenty. Sunstrike will come through. Ewo will not back. He just gets the kill. He gets a ranged creep. That's what he wanted it for. Rolling Boulder in. Whitebeard looking for crop bottom. Van might be in trouble. Will they drop him into the stone form? They will. They're going to push him way back. And now the freezing field will go. Good Yule's up. That's pretty big. They need a Fisher. They will get it done. And he's dead for 76 seconds. He just bought his Octarine. And now there's a couple of towers. Yeah, he bought back as well, I believe, like you mentioned. He did, yeah. That's huge.
why he's dead for so long. I mean, yeah, Monkeys can even play this. He needs to be very careful. If he gets picked off here, he has Boots of Travels in, so.
Yeah, he's going to back up there. They're trying to push this top wave out. So
Smash.
That they can,
So close.
he was looking for him, but.
They had a ward on the high ground. Monkey was so dead. Oh, speaking of dead, see you, Venge.
God, Venge, no! Gets obliterated. And Jay will go back to work on this tower. He now has 700 gold. His plate mail is done. He has no chainmail yet. The recipe, of course, costing about 1,300. Top lane, the push coming through. They're going to Tornado and try to bring this down as the Forge Spears will counter push as best as possible. They're going to TP home with Ewo back to that tier 3, or rather mid-racks. And Jay will start walking into the high ground. He'll pop up the Rabid, the Battle Cry as well. Axis will try to clear this up. There's going to be the Swarm jumping out. They're going to back away with their tier 3, and so they might not be pushing this any further, and that looks to be the case. As already Monkeys is really still trying to deal with top, and they're going to back up together.
Yep. And what's the Roche timer looking at? So we got a little bit. Yeah, quite a ways away. So let's see, where do we go from here? I think right now it's 7,500 gold lead for Archon. It feels about that much. They're only ahead slightly. It still feels like Elite Wolves can still win the team fights, but they're going to start needing it in some BKBs on their side. They have one on Weaver, which I was going to say earlier, he lacked a tremendous amount of damage because he went for the BKB in Lincoln's build, but now he's got the Deso. He's doing a good amount of damage now. But the other heroes, DP needs the BKB, as well as the Enchantress. I guess she's going to get it after the Ags, but you can see it too. Smash is going for one as well. If they can all just stand in the front line and then they don't get bursted down by the magic damage, I mean, Archon only have the Lone Druid to deal with physical DPS, really. Yep. I mean, you have Alacrity too from Invoker, but he went for the Ags build. And Octarine, he has Octarine, holy cow.
Yeah, these cooldowns are going to be pretty good, and of course the spell vamp as well is always nice. The extra tankiness up to 2,000 HP. I think a wraparound coming in, Smash coming through. They have no ward here for the Dire team. Blink Roar is a possibility. Will he find it? The Mana Drain not going just yet. The Roar about to go out. Smash decided against it. And Whitebeard will kick a board back, the Rolling Boulder away. They did not want to be involved in that fight, except for Monkey's going to go ahead and Tornado this out. The Meteor will fly. Deafening Blast actually misses the Meteor. Walk back into it almost. And Monkeys will grab that Necro Warrior. So yeah, I agree with you. They have a lot of magical damage. Physical damage-wise, it's only really the Lone Druid So if you get BKBs, you're in a good spot. Of course, you're lacking damage in your own right when you have only a BKB, but Ewo does now have the Desolator as well, and so try to clear up the Spirit Bearer, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be looking good if DP can manage to finish her BKB, and then honestly, she still needs she needs Shiva's Guard still too, as well as Refresher. Like Shiva's Guard is amazing to have against these heroes. It helps. It gives a lot of vision, as well as it helps slowing down the Lone Druid Bear and the attack speed. It's just so good for just chasing and vision purposes this game. But at the same time, you would like to have a Refresher too, just because you rely on your ulti so much in the team fights.
Yeah. I mean, that's the goal for everybody, honestly. That plays that hero, I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to play this hero.
I know, I remember. I remember watching a couple of games of you playing this hero.
I was told that this hero, I could only play Death Prophet and Pugna.
I don't know if that's true. I saw a couple of really good Invoker games from you.
Yeah, I really miss playing Invoker. Hero is so fun.
Yeah.
It took him like 2 years to come back into the scene?
It took a while, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back though. Hero's fun. He's pretty solid to play as well. They're gonna smoke up. They're going to send maybe a hero look for Ewo. He's not broke the smoke of Mu yet.
I think, no, he broke it. I think he was smoked and Lothar.
I think he did. Yeah, you're right.
I got you back.
Uh-oh, Bear's in trouble. They're going to try to bait this Echo Slam. Ewo in trouble. He's destroyed. And they're going to lose Vengeful Spirit as well. Wow.
Alright, Venge was taking a sip of that Coca-Cola. He wasn't ready. Yeah, that's pretty much a Rax there. There's no buyback on Weaver. That could be 2 Raxes. Actually, that could be the game.
Yeah, really, at this point, without the Weaver actually able to do any damage, they're going to have to defend with Exorcism, or they're going to have to call GG, because they're not only going to lose one set of Rax, they might lose all 3 here. So they're going to mount in defense. It looks like they pick up the BKB for Smash. If they want to fight, this is maybe the best time. Obviously, without the Weaver, it's not that great, but maybe they just get 2 Raxes and that's it. They could head top lane and try to get all 3 and finish this game off, but Archon are in the driver's seat. Losing this game would be a pretty colossal mistake. I mean, maybe an Exorcism could come through and wipe them out, but I do not see them really losing another engagement unless those BKBs really do some work for Elite Wolves.
Binge, you had one job. And you didn't do it.
Roche about to respawn. There it is.
Which, yeah, if Vinge had gotten the swap off there for sure, he would have lived. But that was a nice fissure, like comboing up. Else he would have gotten the swap off, and they would have been able to either BKB or time lapse or whatever they wanted to, and he would have only the Venge would have died. But instead, they both die. They have to contest Roche here, and it's just too late.
They're going to get there a little bit early, perhaps. Smash could jump in with a Blink and Roar. They are going to get the Wave of Terror. Will not hit on the Roche. They get the Aegis. Boulder will come through. The Smash won't hit, but they actually get the Stone Form up onto the Vengeful Spirit. They're looking for a pushback, but it's on cooldown. Tornado EMP is going to fly out as well. BKB swap back. Ewo pops to this BKB, and now Sia's getting destroyed by the Forge Spirits. Last right click, and these BKBs, the Entangle comes through, and Ewo is going to fall. No time lapse back, and now Van is on his own. He'll have to use himself. The Ghost Scepter comes out. Fluff will pop the Freezing Field, and that'll be 3 dead. 2 cores. They're going to get maybe everybody here. Masoku's about to fly. Deafening Blast. Smash is the only one to live. The Cold Snap will come through. Echo Slam. There's the Alacrity, and that is GG. Archon. The Lone Druid, so strong. Whitebeard's Earth Spirit was absolutely immaculate, and they'll take game number 1 of this best of 3.
Yeah, maybe we should just kind of... I think the game kind of turned around a lot for them when they lost the Roche, the first Roche, but we can kind of look back and at the Invoker too. He wasn't pressured at all middle lane, and the DP was. Constantly, Whitebeard was just staying mid. Sure, he missed his first 2 or 3 boulders rolling in, but afterwards he kept hitting him, and he kept hitting the stuns, and he kept killing the DP over and over again, and which allowed Monkeys Forever to just get this fast Midas, get this fast Blink Dagger, go around the map. Had some they had such great heroes just to combo with the Sunstrikes too, and they got so many kills from that they were able to put so much pressure in, and it kind of looked like it was on the back of Monkeys Forever and Whitebeard this game.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take a break. We will talk more about this because we actually do have The Dota 2 Canada Cup post-game report coming up next after game number 1.
Oh, does it? Wow.
Yeah, we just
professional.
Yeah, we just go AFK and then we talk about stuff in a little while. So we're gonna take maybe a 2-minute break here, run some ads for you guys real quick, and then we're gonna jump into that post-game report and then jump into game number 2. Make sure you guys stick around here, but before we do leave, make sure you check us out on Twitter. My name is Mont. You can follow me at Dota. With me is Ryu Boris. You can follow him at Ryu Boris Dota on Twitter, and LPQ Stats at LPQ Stats as well. Game number 2 right around the corner. Post-game report even quicker on the fly. We'll see you guys in just a second. Stick around.
You've seen your last sunrise.
Oh, all right, everybody. Welcome back into the Dota 2 Canada Cup post-game report. My name is Mont. We're after game number 1 here as Archon has taken down Elite Wolves pretty handedly. With me today is Ryu Boris, or Ryu. Let's talk about that first game, Ryu. How did you feel about how both teams played, really?
I thought that Archon played really well. I expected them to get a lot of kills with the Venge Enchantress roam. Maybe they could have pressured the mid lane a little bit better and helped out the Death Prophet. And maybe that could have turned out to be a better early game because they had an early game pressure. It's just that they didn't get up enough. Like, they got all the towers, but they got all the outer towers before Archon got even one tower.
Right.
But at the same time, they didn't get like a Roche or something. And then at the same time, Team Archon, they kind of played really aggressive around the map. They got these pickoffs here and there, and they transitioned it into a really good mid game. And it would look like sometimes Whitebeard would overextend to me, but it was just kind of like baiting. Hey, we baited, and it worked out in the end for him. Definitely both teams can clean up the play a little bit, but we'll see how it looks the next game.
Yeah, and real quick, just join the slot, but also I want to say that I never understood a Earth Spirit pick in like a CM professional game until I saw number 1 Drax, and then I saw Whitebeard again today. I was like, okay, well, how much can an Earth Spirit actually do? And Whitebeard showed us just how strong he was. So I'm excited to see what future that hero holds. He certainly doesn't look overpowered. He certainly doesn't look underpowered. He looks like he might just be at the right spot for that hero. That's pretty impressive stuff. So Archon going up against Elite Wolves again. This is just the first game. What do you think about draft for the second game? How would you draft differently if you're Elite Wolves? What would you take away? What would you change?
I would say
I don't think it was a drafting issue. I just think they missed their timings and they didn't rotate correctly. I think they could really pick the same draft and they could win. I still do think they had the drafting edge. It's like 70 to 30 from my perspective. And they pressured it right. They got all the towers. It's just at the 15 to 20 minute mark, they didn't transition to getting the tier 2s or getting the Roche properly. And they kind of got picked off. Also, Moo had a really fast Blink Dagger. Maybe that was kind of throwing them off. They had a lot of mobility coming in with the Earth Spirit and the Invoker as well as the Earthshaker, both of them having Blink Daggers, and then maybe they were caught off guard, and Jo was shut down. I think Jo was shut down effectively on his Lone Druid. So they did everything kind of right to shut down him, but they didn't do everything they could to shut down Monkeys.
I mean, Monkeys had such a good start again, and that all goes to Whitebeard playing that Earth Spirit, so that was pretty effective and a pretty fun game to watch. We'll take a quick break before we jump into game number 2, guys. Of course, before we do so, make sure you guys check out Vulcan.com for fantasy esports and use the promo code CanadaCup to go ahead and get gold and items for watching. Also, check out esportgaming.com and use the promo code Canada. And, of course, check out that site as well. With that said, we'll take a quick break. But before you do, make sure, of course, you guys check out moonducktv, twitch.tv/moonducktv, at moonducktv on Twitter. Of course, today we just announced Dota 2 Captain's Draft 3.0 coming through, which is, of course, presented to you by Dota Cinema as well as moonducktv. I'll be a part of that. Very excited again, cast some Tier 1 Dota coming through. Not that this is that bad. I really love my NA Dota, but seeing all the top tier teams playing on a stage again will be nice to cast, and we'll see how many games I do of that. Hopefully it should be fun, but if you haven't seen the video, go ahead and check out Reddit. Of course, it should be over there as well. We'll see you guys soon. Next game coming up. Stick around.